Welcome to the Lone Machinist podcast, where it's just you, the work, and the machines. Today is Schrodinger's guest episode. We will see if John is going to be joining us. What have you got going on today, Curt?
Today, I will talk a little bit about 2024 versus 2025. The porcelain bowl nearly takes my eye out, and I think I'm going to bring Energel refills because everyone's been yelling at me to make that style of pen. But how about you, Master Jamie?
Fancy. We're going to be talking about nautical workholding, quoting a boatload of things, and a review of the DC Collet system.
Ooh,
Yes.
sounds.
So, how are you this day, Curt?
I'm doing quite well. I saw your little Actually, your post came across my feed of like the little blocks with like nautical lasered into it, and I was like, "Oh, these are cool." I'm like, "This kind of like reminds me of like Jamie stuff." And then I'm like, "Wait, this is Jamie." Like I thought it was a company releasing little blocks. So yeah, you did well.
So
It looked good.
it is. Danica has been trying to push me to start nautical workholding for a while, hence Anchor Point.
Mhm.
Because we I kind of want to separate it from JSpec engineering, but I also since it's just been Anchor Point, there's been no need to separate it. So we're going to separate a section on the website in the store to nautical workholding, and then spin up another website. And we bought a domain.
Mhm.
I think it's
Mhm.
nautical WH, but it's also spelt differently because Danica and her friend got hold of the name. But yeah, I discovered
Mm.
on Friday night that the patent that stopped me from pursuing those, she expired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in 2020.
Int.
Last time I looked into it was
Ah.
2019, and there was still a patent in place, and now the patent has expired. So, open season. Um, but as with everything, or what is our specific value add to them? And in this case, it is supplying negative volume models.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you pull the negative volume model, you mate it to your components in your fixture, you Boolean subtract it, and there you go. Cutouts done, holes in the right place, everything. You can pull the model of the part in if you want. And if you really want, you can go machine the thing yourself. But we can machine them pretty cost effectively. Like
Yeah.
the first the first 100 will probably be up for sale next week.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I have 100 M6 screws on hand. So those are the first ones that are coming to market. Is the M6 Keel Clamps, and then from there we'll roll out the rest of them.
Oh, cool. And do you want to like? Can you describe what they are?
Yeah. So I can describe it, but I don't want to
I didn't
name
know.
the patent
I don't know if
that I'm
that's the way.
infringing on. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to. That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah.
So
So I use them for second op. Also use them for first op on some things, but mostly for second operations on fixtures. It's a little aluminium clamp that actuates with a countersunk screw. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
perfect.
I've got a video of how to use them on this channel if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, we're on YouTube as well, and go subscribe. But there's a video there. I think, yeah, it's one of the Anchor Point videos. I describe how to use them, and you can see the ones that I've made in the past and used. It's one of my go-tos for second ops because they're really simple
Mm.
and they work pretty well if you are just doing just taking a top hat off and chamfering. Then they work
Yeah,
really
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And I've used them
Interesting.
for salami slice, holding material for salami slice as well, like a piece of brass, 40 millimeters high. I clamp it with that and then salami slice a whole lot of parts off of it. I
Oh,
also use
I'm
them for
just
holding extruded aluminium because they only have about a 0.25 of a millimeter travel range, plus minus.
okay.
So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
from if you pull in the negative volume, you can go bigger by 0.25 or smaller by 0.25, and then you run out of clamping.
Okay, well that's enough for most people's needs, especially if it's like a second
Exactly.
op.
Yeah, you should be
Yeah.
a lot closer than that.
Interesting.
It varies a bit with extrusions, but yeah, they work. They work really well. So that's the beginning of the product list there. I have some other
Ooh.
shenanigans that are pursued a little bit back in 2019, and then obviously patents. So I let it go. I didn't pursue it, and now there's some other stuff coming. That's also kind of cool for mostly pallet work holding kind of stuff, but for your obtuse where you need uh, like a 2 millimeter lip to grab something or 2 millimeter step to grab something. I've got another version of those that's got two holes, and you can effectively bolt that down with a shim and then mill a pocket and then loosen it and you can clamp your parts. So yeah, those are coming as well, but they're a little bit further out.
Cool.
And I might
Cool.
be
Well, that
fancy and
sounds.
make rocket clamps, but we'll see.
Ooh.
Yes.
You have the whole meal deal.
Well, the rocket clamps are not particularly hard to machine. That patent also expired in like 2021.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
Okay.
so it looks like a whole bunch of
Hmm.
work holding patents expired around 2021.
Hmm.
Because that's
Interesting.
also how the SMW vase works. I was wondering if they were licensing that. Because the patents specifically calls out using a countersunk bolt to actuate. And I'm assuming they're
Huh.
doing that now because the patent went away.
Right. Right. Right.
I
Right.
thought they were licensing it. They might have licensed it until the patent went away, but I don't actually know.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
I
assumption
mean,
was
John
they
seems
were.
like a pretty above board kind of dude, so I
Yeah.
imagine he'd be
I
doing
mean,
something
that's where
like
I
that. But
discovered them is from their original product.
right. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were using them
Yeah.
there, and that's how I discovered them. But anyway, enough talking around the topic. But yeah, that some more information will be coming on that in the coming days. But yeah, I kind of like the name. That name was suggested by Norman. Thank you, Norman,
I
because I know he
I'm
listens.
surprised that they can patent something like that. Like that just seems like a
Um,
function. Like I,
it
it's like
the way it was patented was really clever. The wording of the patent, um,
yeah.
and it patented the app like of actually clamping with the inclined plane of the screw. So like they covered themselves super well.
But that just seems like me holding a door open with a wedge. It's just like,
Well, as long as you're the
yeah,
first one to
of
do it, it's
course.
fine. There's no prior
I know
art. So
that's why I'm
it's,
like, patents are kind of like
yeah,
whatever. They are
it
whatever.
was
So, anyways,
95. Like the thing is now, I can't go and patent it because there's existing examples of it. Like that's the thing. Like
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Danik and I were discussing this. A lot of companies will patent something, or they'll apply for a patent. They'll let the patent lapse just so no one else can patent that process.
Sure. Sure. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
There's also that angle. But I mean, this patent was held up for 15 years. So from like 95 through till 2020. Like it's a pretty, no,
That's a long
25
time.
years. It's a long time to hold that patent. And then, there's a bunch of them that seem to have lapsed around. They were looking them up on Friday night.
Interesting.
So, new
Interesting.
exciting things.
It
So,
does sound exciting. Yeah.
yes, let's, I don't know where, I want to
Pick
know
a
how you nearly
topic.
lost your R.
So, people that are watching on video, you can see there's two little marks on my nose, like little cuts. And I was just taking a little porcelain bowl out of one of my cupboards as making oatmeal for one of my little rats. And it just slipped out of my hand. It's like a ramekin. So it's like a thick porcelain little bowl. And it slipped out of my hand and I went to catch it. And then I picked it up. And as I was picking it up, I must have caught the edge of the stove or the counter or the cupboard or something and just fractured it. And the little fractured piece went spiraling past me and just wailed me right in the nose and rolled up my face and went gone. And like it happened so quick, I was like, I didn't even know what happened. I was like cleaning up the little bits on the floor, and then I go look in the bathroom. There's blood running down my nose. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, oh, that little piece hit me, and like
Sure.
porcelain's razor sharp, so it just
Yeah.
sliced, and I just like 2 inches to my eye side, and like it would have took my eye out. And it's just like it's so dumb because like I wear safety glasses in here like all day because I'm always concerned someone's gonna hit me in the eye, and I only have one spare, and like you lose an eye just by some absolute random. Yes. Anyways, I'm just going to start wearing a helmet and safety glasses 24/7. Like that
Wear
seems like the
face
better
visor.
way.
Go back to
Yeah,
2020. Wear
yeah.
face visor.
Exactly. Yeah, a suit
Yeah,
of armor and like
I've
yeah.
been seeing posts of remember the pandemic days where it's fucking oaks with like bags over their heads and snorkels and all sorts of shit. Oh, it was
Yeah, I
great.
love.
The internet
Yeah,
is great. The internet will not let you forget that stuff.
I
Uh,
love. Yeah, I know. It's
the
awesome. So
internet's
anyway,
great.
so that
So
was
you
me
nearly
taking my eye out, but
died in the kitchen, basically.
I was nearly a pirate. Yeah, and just
Yeah.
like making oatmeal. It's like what a lame way to lose an eye. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a really dumb way to lose R. Oh yes, we have clicky things.
Yeah. So
Yes, your coins are looking really spiffy.
dude, thanks so much. Yeah, they came
Yeah.
out really well. I was happy they took a bajillion years to laser. So I actually got a lot of responses from people being like, "Oh, I'd love to buy one." I'm like, I
Huh.
can't sell them because like
Yeah.
it takes me literally like 24 hours to laser one. So it's like, what am I going to sell
That's
them for? Like,
insane.
it's not a powerful laser, so it take and I want to go in like 2 millimeters in. So it's
Yeah.
a lot of passes. Like if I did it with like 100-watt fiber, it'd probably be like significantly better.
Yeah. How many watts is
But
yours?
20.
Oh, okay. Apparently 20
Yeah.
to 30 it's not a 50% increase. It's like a fucking 200% increase.
Oh, weird. That's
My mate
weird.
Dylan from WD Hearn, he does the lasers for them, and he was saying,
Yeah.
from a 20 to a 30, it's not just it's 50% more powerful. It's like 200 or 300 times. It's significantly more powerful.
I always thought it was like log based, like sound, right? Like if you want to double your sound, you have to have 10 times the power. Like I thought it was similar in this
it's
land.
Fucking inverse log, apparently.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, no, he was saying like it's what would take you 10 seconds to engrave is now like a 1 second engraving job. Like it's significantly more powerful. I had a long chat to him about this. He's like, "Why'd you buy 20?" I'm like, "Because that's all I could afford."
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm talking with a few extra people that have like
bigger ones.
I'm looking at a few MOPAs and fibers, and I think one will be in my future soon. Just because they're so nice, like they're such valuable units.
Well, I mean, the engraving, the work holding on the side of those clamps is like just over 0.5 mil tall. It's freaking tiny.
Yeah,
and it does it beautifully. Like it's insanely accurate. Well, no.
Yeah, exactly.
It's able to reproduce insanely small details. Where said details are is anyone's fucking guess. Because the only way to line anything up is to trace it. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I know. Same thing. I wanted really high accuracy alignment jigs for these little coins. Because like if you're off center on a coin by like just a fraction of a millimeter, your eye will pick it up and it looks dumb. Like instantly looks cheaper. So same thing. I put a piece of stainless, actually anodized aluminum, in the laser, and then I lasered with the fiber where the coin would go. Then I took that out, measured that, and then I printed a jig with like adjustment screws.
Nice. Yeah.
So that when I put it against the stops in the machine, I can use the adjustment screws to skew it perfectly. And then same thing, do a few light passes with the laser to see if everything's lined up, and then just honk on it. But
so Matt from Blackwell Engineering does a low profile XY table for this exact reason, for the lasers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was looking at his stuff. Yeah.
No,
I know he was.
I need to get some of his stuff for my machine as well.
I know he actually reached out a few podcasts back and was like, "Oh, I don't have anything that fits that laser." He's like, "But I have like a bunch for the X tool," and I'm like, "Oh, don't worry. Like, I'm not going to invest money into this thing." But yeah,
we actually discussed that. We discussed that the other week because he says like the X tool he bought one, made the fixtures for it, sold the laser, and made a killing selling fixtures for it because no one makes them.
Right. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
So that's a very lucrative section of the market. Like the laser guys think what he's doing is expensive. The machinist thinks what he's doing is cheap. It's quite interesting. Like
it's exactly what I thought when I went on his site and looked at some of his like big fixture plates, because they got like 9,000 holes on them, and I'm like, I'm looking at the price, and you're like, oh, I should just buy that for my mill. Like it's so inexpensive in our land. Like
but he's doing it on his Speedio. That machine is made for that kind of thing.
Exactly.
It's really quick. But the more I learn about Speedios, the more I want one.
Oh, pick one up.
H5. There's no agents in South Africa.
Oh yeah, fair.
Very annoying. Probably for the best, because they are stupid expensive. Yeah. Well, they're stupid expensive there. They're going to be even more stupid and expensive here.
I was when I was looking at the X5, I was also looking at like the Brother S500, I think.
Yes.
Is that or the 4?
Yeah,
4 or 5?
500.
Whatever the tinier one is. Or maybe it's a 300. Do they have a smaller one?
I don't know. I know they do a 5, a 7, and a 1,000. 500, 700, 1,000. Same as the LK. 500, 700, 1,000. Same as the robo drills. Because those are the standard sizes of a robo drill.
Yeah. So, and it was just like, I could get 2 X5s for the price. And I was like, okay, I just don't have the budget for it. Yeah. I would love one. They're pretty cool.
They do such cool things, like the pre-position during tool change and all sorts of fun stuff. But
although with that said,
you don't need it.
I've ran this machine at 20% rapids. I run it at slow rapids because like I don't need the speed that like, so I'm like, it would be wasted on me anyways to have more. Like, why would I have more?
I only run everything at 50% nowadays. Like unless it's something really short, then I'll do 100%. Otherwise, 50% she's good enough. It's still 24 meters a minute. It's still terrifyingly fast. You just get very used to it. Like,
I have a same thing. I have it set so that like when I boot into my programs, whatever is running at like same thing, the slow rapid, just to be easier on the machine. But my warm up sometimes I forget. that it is a full rapid, and like
Yeah.
the head will be in a weird position, and it just rapids up to its top, and it freaks me out when I'm like, oh, warm up, hit go, and just like, what? You're like, oh, okay, forgot about that.
It feels like it's going to shoot
And
through the roof.
and that's still nothing to it. Like I think I have whatever 1,500 inch per minute rapids. Like I think a Speedio is like much quicker than that.
1,500 inches. Yeah, 38 meters a minute. I think you're a bit faster than that.
Yeah.
I would expect it to be a bit faster than that.
I can't remember, but
would expect it to be along the lines of everyone else, which is 1,800 or 1,900 inches per minute.
Could be. Yeah, it could be.
Like the big horizontals get up to 60 meters a minute, which is just insane. Yeah,
crap.
2,400 inches per minute. With all that mass just yeeting about.
That's so much power. Yeah. To stop it too. Like we're not moving it like an inch-ish. Like
no, it's the brothers, they've got videos somewhere comparing their 2G acceleration versus 1G acceleration and how much time it shaves off of the cycle time. It's insane.
Totally.
But
yes.
The brothers are really cool machines. But yeah, you get what you
They're cool.
So I have been running my DC tool holder.
Yes,
my 90 millimeter one. So I bought a 90 and a 60 millimeter.
Okay, yeah.
I've noticed the 90 is not as rigid as my ER20. About the same projection.
Okay.
But I'm noticing flex in the cutter, like it's deflecting more. So I'm having to do like an extra skim pass here and there to get it on size. Just because it's a skinnier body, so it's less rigid. So I'm going to swap it to the 60 and see how that runs. But I freaking love it. That lens I sent you the picture of, that was machined with the DC holder. The 6mm end mill in the DC.
It's so pretty. Yeah.
That end mill's also done all the anchor point bodies that I did last week.
And you used it on acrylic still?
Shit. Yeah.
Like that wasn't a new end mill?
No. It was a new end mill a week ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, yeah, that's crazy.
A week ago, like 40 clamps ago, and a couple of anchor point bodies ago.
Holy crap.
Whatever. Oh, and a bunch of mag bases ago. I'm trying to think what else I've run in the last week.
Well, I'm curious to see what an actual sharp end mill would do then to acrylic.
That one's it's only touched aluminium, a little bit of 70-75 and mostly 60-82. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that finish. Like that, you spray it with a bit of spray polish and like give it a quick rub and it's shiny. It's
really pretty.
Yeah, it's way better than the lathe would have done it with its fucking face grooving tool. I was a bit annoyed. It was like a $40 face grooving tool that exploded as soon as I touched.
Oh, that's
a 1 millimeter wide face grooving tool. Yeah, solid carbide, and it just gone. So that was
bummer.
That was literally $60 worth of tool and reducer sleeve. And then I put it in the mill and just did it in the mill with a tool that also the 1 millimeter end mill has run 200 parts, and I used it for something else the other day. Like, if it isn't broken, don't take it out the mill. If it's not making bad finishes, it's good enough.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm with that. But wow.
But yeah, it was interesting to see to see the DC actually like kind of flex. You don't see it, but you can tell it's not as rigid as it was.
Well, I guess even compared to like a 16 ER16, like it's probably half the shank size. Yeah. Like
it's a lot less
tiny
material. I noticed it. So the place I noticed it was mechanical anchor point op 7s, the final op. When I bought the bores for the Lang studs and the S&W dowels, I noticed it there because I measured, I comped, and I recut, and it was dead on. And then the next part I put in, I machined it, and it was undersized by like 5 microns. So I reran that cycle, and then it was dead on. So it's obviously flexing on that last cut. So I just made 2 finish passes and called it a day.
Yeah, fair.
But that was also very infuriating to program. Have you used Fusion's radial toolpath?
Yes. Yeah.
It is the worst because it doesn't tell you why it's not computing. You've got to give it an outer radius of.
I think I went through that game. I think I played that headbanging game. I
spent 15 minutes on that on Friday night swearing at Fusion because it won't tell me why the fuck it won't generate a bloody toolpath because I did a radial toolpath on the bottom because it looks cool.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think I played that exact same thing. I had an ID and I wanted to radial out, and I'm
Yes.
like, and it would radial out to, and the problem was it was radialing out to like some geometry. It looked like it was, but it was just picking a default value, and I changed I'm like,
Yeah.
why won't you go to the edge?
I
And then I'm
was
like,
selecting all
oh
the faces, and
shit,
I'm like,
yeah,
what is going on? Yeah. It was quite frustrating.
okay,
But yeah, I got that all
I
programmed
forgot
up,
about
and then
that.
I don't know
Yeah,
if you saw the double-ended pallet or double-ended pull stud. Fucking,
no, I didn't.
I made a double-ended pallet. So it's one of my
Perfect.
thick round ones that goes onto the
Yeah,
anchor
yeah.
point, and then machine the top, put another pull stud in it, and then well, I know where that hole is. I'll double check it when I put it back in, skim the top again, and then I load it in upside down, machine the back off. Works beautifully.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice,
those
nice.
shipped today. The anchor points that
Oh,
were
cool,
pre-ordered, so they left today with.
cool.
They got some keel clamps in the bag or in the
Oh,
box.
lucky ducks.
Yes, because I
Cool.
discovered this on Friday and machined them on Sunday. Threw them in the box today.
Nice.
Like, Jamie's fast turnaround production.
Dude, that is like my number one tip to anybody is just build it and get it out there. Like even just like
Yeah,
give it away. Give it away and let people test it because you will learn so much more than ever instead of
exactly.
just sitting in front of CAD for 10 days. Like just build it and get it out there. Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
I've used these clamps for years. I think I've got fixtures.
Sure.
I think the bolt belt, my Kickstarter that I did a few years ago, well, like 5 years ago, the loops were used these exact clamps.
Oh,
Yeah, I
interesting.
used a
Okay,
pit bull
yeah.
on one side and I used a keel clamp on the other side.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, if it's dumb and it works, it's not dumb.
Yep.
So,
Nope, exactly.
let's okay. I want to kind of let's dig in. Let's dig into your 2024 topic. 2024 versus
Okay.
2025.
And that doesn't have to be super long here either. So I keep all my data obviously for business stuff in Airtable, which lets me go back in time and look at each year. And I'm like, I also obviously want to make sure that I'm progressing. You don't really want to be shrinking unless there's some reason for it. So
Yeah,
I looked at my 2024, just like expenses, like what I made, what I put in my pocket, and then looked at my 2025, and it was funny. Like it was first disheartening because I grew in 2025 for sure, but I'm like, I should have like, there should have been a lot more. And I was looking at my, like, I spent, what did I do? Like I made a lot more, but I also spent a lot more. And I'm like, I'm crunching it out in my head. I'm like, there was growth, but I'm like, there should have been like 50% growth, not like, whatever. It was like 20% or something like that. And then I started going back and like looking at my times. I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I bought my mill and was down. Like I bought the sile then.
yeah,
And I'm like, I lost like probably collectively put together probably 3 months of like good production time.
yeah,
And then I probably had another 3 months of like figuring out how the shit to put everything on that machine and get it functioning well. And then I probably had 333. I guess we're running out of months now. Like I probably only had about a third of the year where it was
yeah.
actually running, not even a third, a quarter of the year where it was actually running all the things that I wanted to run on it. So, anyways, it was just kind of, it was fun to see, to be like, oh yeah, I guess like it's so easy to forget like where you sink time into things until you look
Yeah.
at the end of the year. Then I was like, actually, I did a lot better than I thought once I consider all the time I lost. So I don't know. Numbers
No,
don't lie. So
that's yeah.
it's nice to look back.
No, that you can very quickly sink a whole lot of time into something very dumb, or where you don't see any direct benefit, and then you feel down because I haven't grown as much as I want. Meanwhile, you've been sinking a lot of stuff into the back end that will hopefully pay
Yeah.
dividends.
Well, and it was my stepdad was over here on the weekend, and I was chatting with him, and it's just like funny because like you get like, it's kind of like a game of like, it's kind of like a game of pinball when like you're running your own company, whereas like the previous high scores don't matter. It only matters like your recent high score, and you kind of just not feature creep, but like you like lifestyle creep without spending it, but like you, that's the wrong way to say it. You like salary creep yourself into a position where you always think like, oh, that's not very much. That's not very much. And then you look back and be like, if a day job would pay me this, like
Yeah.
if you talk to anybody else and you were like, this is what I make at your day job, they'd be like, that's a fantastic salary. But like when you're doing it yourself, you're like, I could do more. Like I know I could do more. I'm
So
hamstrung here. And like, it's so weird.
so this is a conversation I've been having with Commish and with Cole, because both of them have now gone out on their own, and Carl especially, I've been discussing this with, because I'm also, hello Carl, I know you listen. We've been discussing this where he's quoting at, let me just put this into dollary dudes. He's been quoting jobs on his lathe at, that's millimeters, sorry, $18 an hour. And I'm like, dude, that's not enough. Yes, you'll get lots of work, but you are not making enough money. So the other day was here, I'm like, okay, you need to sit down and work out what your monthly overheads are, and then divide that by however many hours in the month you want to work. So in my case, it's 168 hours. It's a standard work week. You need to take that total amount of money you need to get through and divide that by 168, and then see what your actual running cost is. Like, I know mine, sorry guys, that's my minimum price. If you don't like it, fuck off. I mean, working at that price, I'm barely putting food on the table. Everything else is paid, but I haven't budgeted for food at that point. So we can't actually bill out at that rate, and that rate just slowly creeps up over time because cost of living. So you've got to be very careful that you don't keep undercharging people. Like, I quoted a job today. I haven't got the models, so I had to model the fucking parts so that I could get a rough idea on cycle time. Threw in a toolpath to get an idea of cycle time. I'm going to go and optimize the ever-living shit out of it because there's 28 of each component. And I was like, okay, material cost is $40. This part's going to be a $90 or $100 part, because that's apparently very low. It's normally 3 times material. But I know if I go in at that, I'm not getting the work. It's also knowing your customer. Also, the guys are like, if the price isn't too steep, we'll order all 28 of all 5 part numbers now for delivery in 8 months' time. Like, we want 9, 9, 10. I'm like, that works for me. I want to pay before month end, because month end here is our financial year end. So if they've got the budget, they want to put it through in this financial year, not next financial year. And I'm like, whatever, money in my bank account, I don't mind. I'll machine all the parts, put them on my shelf. So yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. Like, Carl's thing is like, oh, he's charging so much. Like, if you're earning that hourly, I'm like, yes, that's all good and well, except you're not earning it hourly. You have to pay for everything else. Like, that's the thing. And it creeps. Like, my hydraulic holder and tool in it that cost close to $1,000. It's like, yeah, that's really nice. I like it. I don't regret it at fucking all. It's great. But tell me that 2 years ago and I would have slapped myself. You want to spend $1,000 on a tool holder and a fucking tool? Are you on drugs? Especially if you roll back to before I got the LK. You must be fucking kidding. Like, now the LK changed all that maths, and it continuously changes all that maths.
Yeah, it's just such a mind melter to, like, especially when you start looking at, well, like anybody, like, you look at expenses and you're like, if I ever spent this much money in, like you said, one sitting, you'd poop your pants, and like, and just like, it's a
like,
trip.
I want to buy a hydraulic vase. It's like, not hydraulic, a pneumatic vase. It's like, in business scheme of things, it's not that expensive. But I can also just go buy a car.
Yeah, but then you also get like this weird like we've talked about a million times, like, owning your own business is a life hack for like everything, because like, if I want, like, right now I'm looking at cameras, I'm looking at buying a new camera. So like, if you worked a 9 to 5, sure, you're buying that, but you're paying tax dollars on an item that you're going to get taxed, that is only going to depreciate. Whereas like, you own a business, like, you're paying basically untaxed dollars onto a product that you can write off. So it's like,
and you can claim the sales tax if you're correctly
and you can
registered.
claim. Like, you could. There's all kinds of weird, not even loopholes. Just like, the world is built for businesses.
Yeah,
totally.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it's all like,
like, anyways, even now, I'm looking at the Bamboo Labs printer. It's what's it? It's that. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. Yes, I can literally get R1,000 discount on it, on a 6,000 Rand printer, just by claiming the tax back. So
nice.
I can claim back like $60 on the price of that printer just because I can claim the sales tax.
Yeah.
So it changes the maths on these things.
Totally. I know one thing I kind of wanted to do, like, there's not an easy way to do. I'm trying to find a way to do it. So like, I usually look at my my running 30 days. So like whatever from now, 30 days back. And I use
Yes.
that. I do like my expenses, profit, or like money coming in, money going out. And I just look at that value because that to me is a good deterministic thing. And 30 days is averaged out enough that it works for my purposes because I kind of sell in batches. So my income spikes. But like I want to take that and then divide that by 30 days and then have that as a running total. I would like it to be present. I can't find a way to like make that present because I would love a little screen on my monitor that's showing me like my daily whatever. But I would need it to know what I'm selling in real time, so it would never work out. But like it'd be so cool to see a value to be like, oh, I'm burning money today, or oh, I'm gaining money today, and like I don't know, it'd be fun.
So when Danica got retrenched, all of a sudden we had to be profitable. I did the maths on it. I needed to make $120 a day. That's all I actually needed to make because we had no real overheads. We had no machine payments. And now that's gone like stupid. But I mean, that's how I looked at it. Have I invoiced that amount today? Or am I going to invoice double that tomorrow or triple that the next day to make up for the days that I haven't invoiced money?
Yep.
Like, yeah, that was the way I looked at it for many years. And then you would invoice a whole lot, but then you would spend a whole bunch on fancy new shit you didn't really need. Yeah, it's a bit of a slippery slope there.
Dude, that's the best. Like anybody that's wanted to go out on their own, that's my favorite metric to tell them. It's like, okay, take your day job. Like you're obviously making enough money at your day job right now to keep your head above water. So I'm like, take what you're making at your day job and like divide that out by the amount of days in like a month or your pay period or whatever. And I'm like, that's now make that. Like, yeah, there's taxes and whatnot, but just aim at that value first. And it's usually pretty like, unless you're getting paid extremely well, it's usually a value between 100 and 500 bucks a day. And it's like, if you can find a way that you can sling that amount of stuff, like making whatever knitted doilies, if you can swing 200 bucks a day, you could do that. You could do that forever. It's like,
yes. The problem with doing it forever is you're doing it forever. And if you don't do it, if you don't do it, you then start falling behind. I'm now very curious. I just got a message. Where did Norman put this? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Found the question for later. Sorry, Norman just messaged me because I put on the group that we were recording with our ghost guest. Yes, we will see. Maybe he is sleeping.
I selfishly want to have Norm.
You want to have Norman on?
I selfishly want to have Norman on the podcast so he can just tell me all about his Swiss in detail and drive all our listeners away. We'll have a 5-hour podcast and we can just only chat about that.
You're being a bad influence now.
Maybe we could get I keep forgetting that gentleman's name who's working on the crappy Swiss to make it into a better Swiss. We'll get him on. We'll get
Luke from Fabtastic.
Luke, Fabtastic. Yeah, he sends me messages all the time. I don't know why I can't remember his name. Sorry, Luke. We'll get him on. We'll get Norman on. We'll get Harrison from Tabs and Patience because he's considering Swisses. I'm going to get all these Swiss dorks in one spot and we're just going to we're going to conjure up the Swiss universe.
Well, I'll pop Norman a message live on the podcast to see if you'd be keen to, Tioy, hop onto the podcast so Curt can harass him about Swiss machines. So let's see what he says. Yes, I'm that savage.
We're doing it live.
Yes, we're doing it live this week because guest, I wouldn't say issues, stuff came up.
He's a sleepy little bear. Yeah,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it is what it is. Cool. Let's carry on with our list here. I see you are running torque screws. How are you running torque screws, Curt?
Oh fuck! Don't tell me. Don't. So Jamie's lovely anchor point, which is perfectly designed for torque screws, because I put 12 in there because that's a nice balance between if I break the tool on screw number 1, I should be doing tool break detect. Let's talk about something.
Why are you not doing tool break detect, Curt? That's the more important thing.
Do you want to know why I'm not doing tool break detect? Because when I was pissing around with my system, I blew up my auto tool changer code and it freaks out, or not auto tool changer, my touch off, touch off. And it's pissy. There's something in the logic where it is very angry and it does not want to auto touch off for me.
Okay, I'll send you code tomorrow, Curt. Just pop me a message and I'll send you my code. I literally wrote a subroutine to do tool break detection.
I have
And I
like the problem
used
is
the built-in Siemens tool break detect macro to
okay.
do that kind of,
Send me yours if you don't mind.
It's like
Because
5
the
lines of
Sile
code.
one, the Sile one jumps to like, it's somewhere in the internal, like, whatever,
Yeah, okay, no.
592. Like it's not just a simple macro because it's
So
like,
what? Yeah, so
I've
what I
chased
did,
it down and yeah.
I call a subroutine, a subprogram titled TBD, tool break detect, and then it turns the spindle off, turns the coolant off, cancels the offset, or does something, runs fucking up. Cancels the offset, runs up, re-enables the offset, jogs over to a saved coordinate above the thing, like 10 mils above, and then does the tool break detect. And if it fucks out, it stops. If it doesn't, it continues.
There's the problem though. The tool break detect, the actual logic of what the machine is seeing.
Mine uses the Siemens built-in cycles.
That's the cycle I'm working on. It's fucked up in that cycle somewhere. Because I reloaded. Remember when I
I reloaded the PLC.
Yeah, so I think there's a missing element to the PLC. Or there's something in the ladder that's fucked. So yeah, it's not as trivial as just because I've been chasing it through. I'm knocking my phone. Sorry, folks. I've been chasing it around trying to figure out where it is, and
your tool measuring works.
No, nothing works. No.
Oh fuck! Okay,
so I have I have it set up manually where I just like jog over and I basically just boop it because I change tools so infrequently. I don't really care, but I care because and honestly, my table probe, I use it so infrequently it sticks occasionally, even with my shroud on it. I'm like I still get ingress into it, so I'm like I don't like you. That's a ticket.
That's what I did. I replaced the pipe. Mine didn't come with a wire. I put a pneumatic hose and I pressurized it next to the wire that it always blows.
I think I got to do that.
It also may be that when you loaded your PLC, there are 2 probe inputs on the back of your controller, and it might be assigned to the wrong probe input.
I think it's actually to do with a limit somewhere, one of the limits, because it'll basically just tell me like there's an XY like over travel limit essentially. But I don't know what it's reading.
Even on small tools.
Anything. Yeah, even center line, like just pure.
I know what your issue is. I know exactly what your issue is, and I'm sending you a file right now.
This is why you have friends, folks.
I'm sending you the procedure for the you're missing the variable on the size of the tip. It doesn't know how big the tip is. So
it does, but send me it regardless. It does because I have those saved as variables. But either way, send me it. I might be speaking out of school. So
you got to put it in like 6 different fucking places.
That's probably the issue. It's probably freaking out because it doesn't know where to do. Even if I'm doing a straight probe, I imagine it's looking at those variables to make sure they're not zero.
To make sure the tool is not to make sure the tool is not bigger than it.
Sure. Yeah.
So you've got to. Where is it? I'm trying to find it in this list.
This is also one of those things where like I can message Sile and they would probably tell me. I always forget about it and I'm like, I just don't care. So I should probably fix it because once again, it would save me when I do break that little tool. It would save me probably an hour each time. Yeah.
The tool break, even if it's super useful to have. So there you go. I've sent you the thing. There's a list of variables that you've got to change.
Thank you.
And I know, there's a normal, there's an MD parameter, and there's also an SD parameter for the probe little tip dingus thing.
Okay, maybe because I was only looking at the MD parameters. Okay, that might be
an SD parameter. I appreciate it. I know because I ran into this issue.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah. I will fuck with
and
that. Yeah.
It's also got the whole calibration procedure and all that shit in there as well. It's how to install it basically. Everything short of where to hook it up.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So okay, beautiful. Thank you.
That will probably solve. I'm actually I asked for a manual for installing a OMP40. I'm trying to see if I can get the manual for that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah.
I'm not putting an OMP40 in my machine. Let's be clear, but I need to know where to hook it up and what to change to make it work. So, some shenanigans.
I hate the little Pioneer table probe. Like this is my second one. I got a free one, and I think I'll pressurize it maybe. And then I honestly was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put a Renishaw in there. And I talked to a few guys. Like I posted on Instagram, and a ton of guys with Renishaws were like, dude, mine still sticks occasionally. I'm like, what? So I was
mine has been super reliable lately, but it's always got air going through it. And I made the little jacket, the little cover for it. so that it doesn't
Yeah.
get straight up bukakied. Because if it gets straight up bukakied, it gets stuck like every day.
Yeah, I have same thing. I have a huge cover on mine. I have drain holes, so like even if water gets in, it will never get to the little stylus. I mean,
Yeah.
I say never. Water will get anywhere it wants to, but I think pressurizing it will help.
Yeah,
Or
I got
bullet.
like a ball flowing through it all the time. So I just bought a little regulator with a flow controller, and then set
Yeah.
the pressure and adjusted the flow till it was leaking an appropriate amount of air. Also,
I just go
because
to a
really
laser
cool,
probe.
sell me the replacement seal for the front.
Oh right, I remember you had to make that one. Yeah,
I made one, and
yeah,
it's cold. That's why I fucking put the pressurized air. But yeah, that's been shockingly
yeah.
accurate. I do get
Oh,
a bit of
good.
thermal growth that's measurable. And I've
Yeah.
also noticed my drills are changing length a little bit, but I think that they split point. And I think it might just be aluminium in the split point that's causing the variation in length. Because I've now taken to, like, when I'm machine anchor points, I have a setup sheet. Setup sheets in Fusion got way better. If you generate all your code and post it out and go to the NC program and right click on there and say setup sheet, it gives you a whole list of options for only the tools, all the operations,
Oh.
like simplified. There's a whole bunch. So I do only the tools, and then I make sure the tools on the machine, I touch them all off one after each other and tick them off on this thing that I know all the heights are the same, because day to day it's like there'll be a 20 micron mismatch.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
that's a
touch
good way
them all
to
off,
do it.
then it
Yeah.
all blends properly.
Nice. Yeah. Slick.
Yeah. Let me see what Norman
Yeah.
says.
So
This is a very interesting
anyways,
podcast.
after that huge derailment, they run
Yes.
they run like a dream. They basically only don't run when I break the tool, and then I swap the tool and they run again. And it's
Just imagine how many
it's
you could
perfect.
fit on an anchor point pallet.
Do you know how long it takes me to change up my little pallet of 12? Because I have to unscrew each one.
I'm going to assume, it takes less time than it takes to machine.
It does significantly
That's
less.
why you have two pallets.
And you know what? I'm not building another pallet that fits in my vise deliberately so that every time I have to look at myself in the mirror and be like, what are you doing with your life, Mr. Flupchuck? Because you have a better solution, and you're not going to build it'll take me an hour to build another pallet. It would solve the issue, but I'm not doing it out of spite, because I'm like, no, I want to go to a 0 point and I don't want to do this stupid system anymore. So anyway. Yeah, whatever.
0 points are the way. Like, I don't know if you saw this.
I'm a member of the Church of 0 point. Oh yeah, I did see your little Ultem Fluck.
Yes, Ultem Fluck doesn't work one-handed.
Oh really? Why not?
The magnet is so strong it bends it when you try to push the blade forward. So it's a two-hand operation. Fluck, it works, just two-hand operation only.
Cool.
Yeah, so I machined two of them, and it was great. And bad idea, because it's flexible. Ben was actually saying he stopped making Ultem handles for his knife because they were too flexible as well.
I like the look of Ultem. Some people are like piss plastic, but I like the piss plastic.
Someone else called it that. Called it something like that. I think it was Danica.
Oh yeah.
She called it. She called it something derogatory like that. Sorry, Norman says he can't make it today.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't expect it, but Norman, you're doing the Lord's work, so keep posting about your Swiss machine for me only.
Yes, the Swiss machine's quite impressive. Well, speaking of Norman, actually, I don't know if Norman is I think he's a patron. Anyway, doesn't matter. He's not on the list of patrons, but I think he is a patron. We have Patreons. They make the wheels on the train go round and round. Thank you to all of our Patreons. They all get access to the after show where Curt and I discuss things. Today, it looks like it's going to be interesting stuff, my customer said. But yeah, the top tier and, $13 or more, they get shouted out every episode. And that list is Jade from Benchmark 20, Luke from Fabtastic, who has a Swiss lathe that we're very interested in.
Yes.
AJ from Subtract Manufacturing and 32 other companies, Jason S., EJ from Nocturnal Welding, the Aussie Machinist, Christian Olsen, Charles White, Carl from Cursed Machine, Matt from Offworld Gear, and Alex B. Thank you all. And the IMTS Airbnb has been reserved. So thick jaws coming up. Yes. And there's also a Wall of Fame on the website and some bonus content where I rant about kites.
Ooh. Okay,
Yes.
I wonder what switched to bonus content now, but yeah.
Yes, I think that's what it is. I don't know. I haven't actually looked at our website. That's Danica's job.
Sick.
Anyway,
Cool.
Yeah, on
Tell me
Friday night, I
about.
was really
Oh.
battling with nocturnal welding and calling nautical workholding nocturnal workholding. Like the whole night during the Discord hangout, I kept saying it wrong.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's a bit of a tongue twister there.
I think I have your email too, so I'm gonna look at. I don't know if you announced it in there. Ooh, the green anchor point is pretty freaking sick.
Yeah, the green spray. So I put it on Instagram. I'm like, you guys have 50 minutes to vote on the color. These are the options. Because I just put it in the acid tank and green won. So I was like, I don't actually want another green anchor point. So I was like, screw that, green splatter, let's go.
That's pretty cool looking.
It looks really
that's
cool.
pretty cool looking.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
one
it
is
does look
going
cool.
on my table. Number 1 goes in my 4th axis.
Yeah.
I need to build another riser now. So I'm going to build a riser that is just lower than the top of the anchor points on my table. So when I take this one out, the other, I can still span everything. It does, because I don't want to unbolt one of my other anchor points because they are a known position. So I want to have a 5th anchor point in my machine. So I'll make a riser that bolts to the table and then it sits kind of towards the front. And then I can just swap it on and off because its bores are really accurate. I got pretty good at making the Lang bores pretty accurate because we changed the whole process. Yeah. So that's
fun. That solved that issue now?
I think so.
Okay, I guess you're not. Yeah.
The ones that went out are going on Lang plates. As far as I know, they're not. But
yeah,
I'm fairly certain we have solved that issue now.
Sick. Cool.
Because everything's machined all in one, and yeah, the bores are like 10 to 12 microns bigger, which is dead on the spec. So should be.
That's so tight.
It's really cool to be able to just easily hold those tolerances. Like I had a little bit of trouble holding it on the op ones on the bodies. I was getting I got a chip on the taper at one point, and then I was like, hey, why is this bigger by like 40 microns than it should be? Cleaned all the tapers, cleaned the spindle out, and then it was dead nuts from then forward. So I don't know if I just got unlucky and one splashed up onto a tool holder or something. But after that, it was dead nuts.
That's so cool. It's cool to just like go back, like just step back and be like, we have cool machines that can do really amazing things.
I was machining re-roller rollers last weekend, and it's like, oh, I need to adjust about 10 microns. Adjust? Shit, why didn't it adjust? And again, why the fuck is it not adjust? I've got like a millimeter. Why is it not adjusting? Oh, this is not programmed with toolware. So I put it in controller, and then you just dead nuts every fucking time. Like I'm now adjusting so the DC Collet runs super true. I'm running it at 5.995, and that gets me 10 microns over.
Nice.
Oversized, over nominal. If I want to be under, I go 6.02, and that gets me 20 microns undersize, 20 to 30 microns undersize. Like they're super concentric, especially compared to ER. Although having said that, the ER collet that I was using for ER super concentric. Even when I changed cutters, it was pretty good. But it's been slammed a few times into a pot. So
it doesn't help.
It deserved to be retired.
Oh,
it really
man.
did deserve it. But yeah.
All right.
Yes, we've covered that.
You got mechanicals are shipping? Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. What are sample housings?
So remember that lovely job I was quoting for like 700 fucking housings?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Can we have a quote for 10, please?
So
I was like, not a problem. The price just doubled.
Yep.
So yeah, they sent the PO today. I ordered most of the material. That'll be a next week problem. Machining 10 samples. Woo! It's fine. 10 samples will hopefully lead to 700, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah. Well, at least 10 is enough to flesh it out to see if 700 will be workable.
So I've got to make fixtures. So I'm like, fuck that. These are going to be mooring fixtures. That way they can be one part fixtures. If the fixture doesn't work, oh no, I'm out for a mooring pallet, not a pallet. Because I'm going to make it as big as I can so I can load like 5 or 6 of these things on at once and just let it run for like 40 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, and those are all vacuum fixtures, so I kind of want to validate them. So yeah, that came through today. So going to be doing that. Been quoting so much stuff and just not hearing back yet. And I think it's got to do with our financial year end being February in South Africa for most businesses. So they either hanging on to money or they want to spend their budget. There's one of the two. I quoted a job today for more radar parts. They wanted 5 series aluminium on some of the parts, but I can't get it in the thickness they want. They want it in 6.5 mil. Not a thing. You can get it up to 6 millimeters. And it comes in a 2.5 by 1.25 meter sheet.
Ooh.
Yes, 50 kilos of
big.
aluminium. I don't have a forklift. I basically need to get a forklift. And then battery powered circular saw, Q20, and fucking chop that thing up in the driveway to the size it needs to be.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, I guess. Right.
Yeah, 100%. Like it needs to be chopped down. But yeah, I quoted them today, and that ended up being a nice little order. We'll see if they place the order. Normally, I don't share anything till I get a PO from these guys. But they were like, if the price is decent, we will order and pay for all 28 sets of these. I think there's 5 components, all 28 sets, and we need delivery of the last set in 8 months' time. So we want 9, 9, and 10.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, cool, I'll just order all the material, either put the material on my shelf or machine them all finished one time and just deliver as they need. So yeah, we'll see. I'll know in the next day or two whether that's coming through, and that's all vacuum work holding. Some interesting shit that I'm gonna have to pull there because they're thin parts. They're like, I think there's a 15, a 9.9, a 6.5, and a 4.5 thick, and they're not small. They're like 370, 400 mils. One is 500. I don't have 500 mils of travel.
Ooh, yeah, those are big. Those are big and thin.
I have ways to deal with that, vacuum chucks. So in the quote, I accounted for 500 by 400 and 400 by 400 pallets for the harbor that I can drop on, custom machine all the gasketing I need, get basically op 1, hold it upside down, op 2, drop it down, locate it, do the counter bores and shit, bolt it down, turn off the vacuum, and then evaporate the middle.
Right, yeah.
So it's like all these different steps you've got to go through to handle big, thin fucking plates. But that's what vacuum work holding's great at.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, for sure.
Turn it all into shavings, but that is what it is. That's just part of the course at this point. So I ran those through Toolpath today, and the pricing was pretty close. The material price was off, but everything else was pretty close.
That's cool.
Yeah, it gave me a ballpark of kind of where I expected the price to be. I kind of went a little bit higher than I probably should have, but also, fuck it, it's I need to account for losses as well. Like if I scrap one, I don't want to now have to make 3 to make it up. Like,
no doubt, yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like, it goes, it must be 3x material cost. Like, if I pull that shit, I am not getting any work.
Yeah, no.
But then I've
also
got products that are 10x material cost.
Yeah, it all works out. Yeah, eventually.
It all shakes out, but we'll see. We've been quoting a lot of fucking a lot of high volume stuff. We're busy now with I think that's in the Google box. We are going to be I'm waiting for samples to be wire cut right now of a press tool to rib a nail for her pleasure. Okay. And then we need to punch 500,000 of them on my little eccentric. So I'm chatting to the garden boy tomorrow. And I'm basically saying to him, listen, 3 cents a piece. You come sit. If there's work, there's work. If there isn't work, there isn't work. You need to do 20,000 a week. You need to sit here for 2 days and just run these things. And he'll basically make 4 times as much as he's currently making working in the garden, sitting at a press.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
So he'll make good fucking money on it. And it's for the next 6 months or so that he needs to come in 2 days a week to do 500,000 of them.
That's so many.
In terms of press shops, it's not. It's really not.
Absolutely.
So I was at the customer today, and he's like, he can blank 20,000 parts a day or 15,000 parts a day or something. And they need 20,000 a week. So they can blank, get them to me. I can have the guy sit here for 2 days or 3 days, and it'll be fine.
Wow.
Well, and as many as he blanks, that's how many I pay him for the day.
Yeah, that's a good shake. That's a good deal.
It gives him incentive to do as many as he can. And also, like, he can earn a lot more than he's currently earning. Doing it, I earn way more than that, but that's not the point. I have to maintain the tool.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
offer the job to my brother-in-law. I'm like, hey, do you want to be a press operator, bro? Yeah, I'll go 50-50 with you if you just put 500,000 of these through a press. I mean, he has half a brain. So I've got to put
Yeah.
guards and stuff on my press because obviously I don't want the guy's finger in there.
Yeah. Fair.
So we're gonna,
Fair.
yeah, I've got some plans to make it that he can't get his hand in there because it's literally the press is just going to be going. It's eccentric press. It's just fucking running, and he feeds the
Right.
part in, hit 90 degrees, hit out, and just as fast as he can fucking go, he can go and like put them in a bucket and let them go out the door. Again,
Nice.
need a forklift to unload.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's going to be weighty.
I will get this forklift story right at some point.
Yeah. Well, we'll just keep talking about it. Eventually,
Yeah,
Danik will cave, or
eventually
you'll find
we'll
one.
have to
Yeah.
cave. Yes. So
Yeah.
tell me about your fancy. And actually, okay, I have a refill thing that I want to discuss as well. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk about your proper refills on your proper pens, not the Jamie's janky bullshit stories.
So I people have always wanted energel refills because it's a popular style, and it doesn't fit my pen because the O-ring gets in the way. So I have to change the tip geometry wildly, and it's like if I'm changing that O-ring, I'm going to change the other O-ring. So, anyways, I've kind of been hesitant to do it. What are you looking at me all confused for? Okay. I just need a really thin O-ring, so it's not like you can't find them. So I'll find one; it'll work out. People have done this. I'm not sending a rocket to the moon or something difficult. Like it's a freaking O-ring. Anyways,
It's not a space.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't really been doing it just because, well, orders, right? Like I have a million other orders for other things, so it's like, why stop the money train when Anyways, there's a lot of interest in it. So it's on my radar literally every single week. Someone messages me, DMs me, emails me about it. So it's never off my mind. But I came across a interesting post it was like I don't know if it was a bank. I think it was a bank guy. And he was saying the only pen he uses is a Uniball 207, which is basically the same form factor as an Energel pen. And he uses this 207 because it's pigment ink. It's not like gel ink or like all the different types of ink. And it's one of the only inks in the world that you can't acetone wash. So like if you get a check, I don't know if I should say this on a podcast, you can remove ink from most papers depending on what it is. A check is printed with pigment ink, so it doesn't dissolve in acetone. It's called acetone washing if people want to Google it. It's how they used to do fraud on checks. But
the fact that checks still exist blows my mind.
Dude, right? Yeah. But if you use proper pigment ink, it basically goes into the paper fibers and it's permanent. You can't wash it off without washing off everything else on the paper. So it's like it's there for life. It's archival. Like it meets all the standards. So I was like, and it's like $2 for like the pen itself. So the refills are like $1, which made me think I'm like, that's what when I write with everything, I make sure I'm writing with like archival ink because like I want it to last for 50 years, 100 years. I don't want it to like disappear. So anyways, there was a push I needed to be like, I need this refill because now this refill makes me happier because I'm like, it's a better quality ink and they do write really well and I can get them and everybody wants them. So it's like, it's a win-win-win. So that pushed me over the fence to make sure I crank that Energel come out. I was waiting to put it into the click pen, but now the click pen is kicking my ass. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to redesign this and it'll work out.
How much of a change is it on the tip geometry on your pen?
Just right now, the O-ring groove is quite deep because I'm using an off-the-shelf O-ring to make it easy for people if they have to replace it. It's just a dash 007 or 007 or 008 O-ring. Very easy to get. You can get them anywhere. 7-Eleven will probably have them. Your corner store, if you will. But I'll have to move to a custom size O-ring that's very thin, like maybe like a 32nd of an inch because I have to have a clearance hole for the spring. And if they intersect, the whole pen falls apart. So, but when I do that, when I change that O-ring, I'm going to change the O-ring on the other side of the pen. And long story short, it'll be backwards compatible. So if people have any of my current pens, you'll be able to screw the new tip onto it. You'll have to trim the refills because the pen's going to be slightly different in length. But yeah, it'll be. It's a good idea. It's a good idea all around. So I'm going to do it.
Nice. Okay. So, no, I was just curious. I wanted to build a pen out of the really short refills. They're like this long.
Oh, the D1s? Yeah.
I don't know. They're super skinny. Like, figure you'll write a page and they'll run out of ink.
That's basically what they will. But yeah, D1 refills you can make a crazy tiny pen with them.
Yeah, I saw them at the stationery shop. I'm like, I want to buy something and make a pen. And then I'm like, why the fuck am I making a pen?
Yeah, I've always wanted to make a pen around I think it's a Lamy M22 refill. And it's exactly the same length as those, but it's fat. So like it holds a lot more ink. They're like $10 refills. They're kind of crazy. And they're really hard to find. But you can make like a pen like this big.
There's a problem. You use a non-standard refill, and now all of a sudden, getting a refill is a fucking problem. Like,
Yeah, well, that's why people are like, "Why do you use Parker refills?" I'm like, "Because you can
it's
get a Parker
everywhere.
refill anywhere on Earth. Like they're prolific." So
They are
anyway,
standard. Like we have like six
yeah,
different variants we can get locally here, and that's at one stationery store. That's without even
yep,
going and trying. Like it's
yeah,
going to
exactly,
P&A and just being like, "Hey, what do you have in the way of pen refills? Do
yep,
you want to
yeah,
spend
so
$2 or do you want to spend $20 on a refill?"
yep, exactly, yeah. So anyway,
Nice.
but that's
Okay,
my story there. So,
interesting.
but yeah,
Okay, well, since John doesn't love us and doesn't want to join our chat, oh wait,
hmm,
before we run away, I think we're gonna have to answer the question for John. Um,
oh, perfect.
More importantly, was Norman asked me a question. Where is it? Okay, podcast question. You mentioned that Bertha is running better and faster than ever now. Uh, in the last episode, would you still have kept it if it ran as well before you decided to sell it? No, I would not have kept it because the Turkout's wearing out. Don't tell Kamish. No, I wanted a smaller lathe. No, it
Fair.
ate up too much of my workspace. Sorry, is he dying? Yeah. For the travels, it was way bigger than it needed to be, and with the VFD I had on it, it lacked horsepower. The stuff Commissioner's doing on there is crazy. Um, Go check him out. Thunder Mountain is um, his Instagram handle.
Yeah,
I'm just going to double check
Thunder
that
Mountain.
because I don't
Oh,
want
I'm
to
checking it
be.
too.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
be
it's
your
something.
secretary.
Yes, there we go. You do that. Um, I know you shared it with me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Thunder Mountain by the looks of it.
Ah, yes, Thunder Mountain, followed by JSpec Engineering.
Yeah,
I better
that's the
follow him.
one.
Follow back.
Yeah, if you want to see what Bertha's up to, he's been turning like 190 diameter pieces of steel on Bertha,
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
8 inch
Oh, yeah.
diameter. It's freaking
Oh,
nuts.
that's a
Yeah,
big one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's been doing some insane stuff on that machine, and I'm glad to see it's still working. But yeah, I was kind of over that machine. I wanted something fresh, um, and for
Sure,
what I needed, the good way is a bit of a better fit with the fancy parts
sure.
catcher and whatnot for the part numbers I need to run. Like I'm starting to like seriously turn away job shop work. I'm not interested. I run my products.
Okay,
I
yeah,
run a
yeah.
few production lines that I run, but otherwise, I'm not interested in doing your onesie twosies. Like, just take your shit and fuck off. Like,
Yeah.
I send the people to other people like Carl and Kabish and whatnot. And like Carl's, he's starting a shop. He doesn't have a shitload of tools. I'm like, dude, if it's here, come borrow it. I have a shitload of lathe tools because I was buying things for every job and collecting random crap. Like, if you need a tool and I have it, please come borrow it. If it's not one of my production tools, if I can take it. If it never
Yeah.
comes back, it never comes back. If I need it, I know where it is.
Yeah,
And yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, because otherwise you just end up with a mountain of shit you don't use, and that is a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So,
what is in your Google box? I'm asking, but I'm busy reading it while I'm asking.
my Google box is the Uniball 207. Obviously been looking at that.
Shock and awe.
Charmander and all the other classic Pokemons because
Nice.
my 4-year-old is they all like know the Pokemons. She knows a surprising amount of Pokemon, and my wife is actually a pretty good artist, and she's drawing all the Pokemon for her, and then she colors them.
Oh, nice.
So we have a whole page where she's got like she's got Squirtle, she's got Bulbasaur, she's got Charmander, she's got all of them, and she's having fun. She shows everyone. So that's been all the Pokemon have been in my Google search. Um, Portable tripods. I found out there's so in here I have one tripod and I just don't use it because it aggravates me because a tripod in a tight workshop is like the most frustrating thing in the world. But what they build are these monopod tripods that have little 3 legs and they come up to a monopod. But as soon
Okay.
as you pick them up, the monopod legs fold, and then as soon as you put them back down, the monopod legs come back out. So you can like
Oh,
pick it up
that's
and just
cool.
bloop, put it down, and then you can just like grab the shaft. Don't take this out of context and pull it, and there's like they'll go however high, they'll go up to like 72 inches and then go back down. And I'm like, I kind of want one of these. So because
How
I'm using a
stable are
tripod.
they?
They're not crazy stable, but
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say,
like for video, I mean, you can get chunky ones that are actually decently stable, but for
just
most part, I'm using it for
gym
videos.
weight.
So I just like, sorry, what's that?
Put a pole on the gym weight. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
you could. I just want it like
At least
easy
then
and
it's
like
not going to tip over. Because that's the thing that would terrify me. Is fancy camera on the top. Yeet.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as you don't bump it, it's not going to go anywhere. So, like, it's stable enough that, like,
famous last words.
well, sorry. If you buy the cheap ones, they are a lot more wiggly. If you buy the more spendy ones, they work better. So, I think I might end up with one of those because
build a camera gantry on your roof.
Dude, don't push me on that. That I have the gantry system already. Like, I want to do that very much. But
it's
that's
the way to go, Kurt. Don't half-ass it. Full ass it.
And then that leads into my last topic of just camera shit. I've been looking at way too much camera stuff. I think I've settled on the next camera I'm going to get is the Sony A6700. I was looking at the FX30, which is a cinema camera. But I think the 6700 is going to be perfect for my needs. Has the same video processing as the cinema cameras, and it can still have mechanical shutter. That's super nerd stuff. If you want a camera that does everything, video, like, and pictures and whatnot, 6700 is kind of the leader of the gang right now. It's not cheap, but it's a super good camera.
I would expect so.
Yeah, so I think it's. I already have the Sony lenses, so I think I'm
taking product pictures with this old ass Huawei because it takes better pictures than my new ass Oppo.
Dude, I was doing the same thing until I stupidly pulled up my DSLR and took one picture, and I was like, "Oh shit, there's so much better."
I've got another camera. I should probably just play with that rather. It'll be part of the assembly room. I'll put a charging station for it, and then I might actually use it because it sucks for video. It's forever autofocusing. It fucking drives me mad, especially because I'm generally one-man shooting, so I can't set the focus because I can't see the fucking screen. So it's a bit of an issue, but that should get solved with the Osmo Nano.
Yep, that would do it too, for sure.
That would handle my day-to-day filmmaking needs because I do need to shoot a bit more in the workshop footage to accompany the fusion stuff that I have planned.
Yeah.
So there's content planned. Let's just put it there. Okay.
That's fine. How about you? What's in your box of Googles?
$1 because it's fucking roller coaster. Print Lulu, they do printing of business cards, which is what I'm going to use for the packaging of the Keel Clamps. I'm just going to design up a business card, have them print a whole shitload of them, and then you just tick on it what thread size it is and staple it to the bag. Like, good enough.
Okay, cool.
It's a local printing company. They're pretty cheap. Their quality's okay. Then I was looking at patents because, well, obviously. I was searching some other patent last night. And I was looking up tough cases, which is like a pelican case type thing, locally manufactured, and I don't really want to buy from them again because last time it took me 3 weeks to get my fucking case. But I want to make a anchor point that goes in my car, so when I go visit people, I can take a sample with. Especially of the mechanical, because the pneumatic, do you have an airline? And then I'll go, we don't have air because they're a bunch of fucking illiterates. So I want to put a mechanical in there, but I don't have another mechanical that I want to sacrifice to that cause yet.
Sure.
Because I've got the two that are going in my machine, number 1 and number 3. And then, looking up nail ridges for her pleasure because I'm going to be stamping nail ridges into like 500,000 nails. It should be fun. So I'll be doing this week. We're going to do a sample of hitting those. I need to still make the little die carrier or the little tool carriers because I've got them to wire cut tools out of hardened tool steel, but the whole insert is like 12 by 12 millimeters. It's fucking tiny. So I'm going to build a die holder that I'll just clamp it into, align it, and then I'm going to make effectively a slot that he slots it into 90 degrees, slots it in the other way and out, and then I can guard the whole machine. And he goes dunk 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 dunk, and lube the fuck out of my press because it's going to be running non-stop like 10 hours a day. I was actually thinking of putting them in the little outside room, putting the press out there and just letting them sit out there. But it's hot as fuck in there, so I'm not that cool.
Oof. Yeah.
Close.
Sounds like a rough job.
It's a shit job, but it's a fucking shit job. I'm not going to do it. I'll pay someone to do it. But that's
fair.
So we skipped this section last week, but where can people find your things and stuff?
Confoundedmachine.com. It links to all my things and stuff. And on the media page, it links to things and stuff of the show. And then I also have a updates page now, which just links to things and stuff of videos that are platform agnostic. So if you don't want to follow on Instagram, you can follow over there. RSS to the site or whatever and carry on. How about you?
Very
Where
nice.
can people find your wares?
Yes, all over the show these days. JSpec_engineering on Instagram is where you can follow the day-to-day happenings of me and my shop. JSpecEng.com is where you can find the anchor point, the flux, the mechanical anchor point, which all three are actually on sale right, well, for sale right now, not on sale. Yeah, they're all available there. And then shortly you'll be able to find us at, trying not to say nocturnal, at nauticalwh.com, but that is there's a like a holding page there, and the spelling is kind of weird, so there'll be links for that going forward, I think. But yeah, you can find us there, and if anyone's interested in testing out the Keel Clamps, hit me a DM, and we can arrange something. There's going to be about 100 of them going out. I'm happy to do. If you reach out and say you listen to the podcast, I'll give you a discount.
Ooh,
Yes, because the shipping on those is actually cheap because they weigh nothing and it's small.
nice.
So it goes in like a bubble mailer and should be about, wait, maths is hard. Should be about $15 or so, $15-$20 shipping. So not brutally expensive, like $70 or $80, which is what the anchor points cost to ship. So
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
And if you're ordering an anchor point, we'll just throw them in the box.
Oh, nice.
Actually, speaking of, we added a whole bunch of add-ons to the anchor points. There's now the option for printed covers, for gauge pins for when you make pallets, additional hardware but not pallets, like retention hardware, so an idiot screw and a pull stud. They're all just options there now when you check out, so that we can add them as options, because selling them loose is just not feasible.
Fair.
To
Yeah.
buy a blank pallet from us, I checked the shipping. They double in price when you reach 10. That's when it's only double the cost when you calculate shipping. So if you buy 10 blank pallets, the
Oh,
shipping is
I
only
see.
the same as the pallets. Anything less than that, the shipping is just extremely overpriced,
I gotcha. Okay.
especially with
Okay.
tariffs. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's not worth selling them loose. They are only an option if you're buying an anchor point. And on average, people buy an additional 2 pallets. That seems to be the happy number with
Yeah.
a starter kit.
Nice.
It's interesting to see that data. But anyway, what are you up to today, Kurt?
Today is technically family day, so I have my little rats at home. So yeah, I'm just gonna I might do a little bit of work in here, but I'll probably just hang out with them. Maybe we'll go,
Nice.
I don't know, do something. We'll see. I had my little one not feeling super hot, so it might just be a cartoon drawing Pokemon day. Yeah.
Nice.
So, how about you? What are you up to?
I'm going to go snooze. And then tomorrow, I'm trying to remember what I had to do. Oh, tomorrow I've got to drive my mother-in-law around because my car, she's
Ooh.
still in the shop and getting progressively more expensive. Yeah, no, we'll chat about that in the after show, how my car went up in price by literally 50%.
Eesh.
Yeah, so Danica's using her mom's car, so I'm driving. Like, I've got to take her mom to gym tomorrow morning, and then I've got to take her to tea at her friends. So I'm in and out. Like, I'll get the machine running or doing something, and then I'll zoot out and go drop her somewhere and come back, or go see a customer. But yeah, I'm going to probably build an electrical cabinet tomorrow for a press. The guys want to put this press on a VFD and have it run on single phase. I think they want to put it
Okay.
off-site or something. So yeah, I'm waiting for them to sort out deposits so that I can just go buy it without using my own money. I'm going to order the VFD,
Fair.
go buy the box, wire everything up for them, all with blue wire. They're like, can we please have different color wires? I'm like, in this case, no. Everything is 220. All the logic is 220 because then we don't have to step down. Like, it's a button
Yeah.
that holds a relay high. Like, it's a latching circuit. Push button, press comes down till it reaches a certain pressure on the pressure switch and then goes back up. That can all just be done with the 220 volts coming in. So I'm like, no, everything's blue. Good luck troubleshooting it. Phone me. So I'm building a panel for them. A little bit of a savage. Building a panel for them, and then I need to rewire their milling machine at some point as well. So
Cool.
yeah, lots
Cool.
of weird shit that I shouldn't be doing, but I'm doing because like quoted a bunch of stuff. Orders haven't come in, so I need to keep myself busy and out of trouble. Like
Fair.
I have enough anchor points on the shelf that I don't want to make any more. So,
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm making clamps, but waiting on material for that too. So, playing the waiting game. But anyway, thank you everybody for listening. If you've listened on Spotify, one of the podcasty things, we're available on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, we're also there on Spotify. And if you're on Zencaster, please, AJ. But But yeah, thank you everybody, and we will see the Patreon shortly, and everyone else next week. Maybe with a guest. We'll see.
Time will tell. Take care, all.